Eve. My name is Shane O'Looney and I am the principal of Lakyle National School in Whitegate, County Clare. We are a small rural school in northeast Clare. We are nestled in the heart of the Lough Derg Blueway at the foot of the Slievachtaí Mountains. Today we're delighted to welcome Des Murtagh and Paddy Madden to our school. Paddy, as well as being a renowned environmentalist and author, is a past pupil of Lakyle National School. We are delighted to welcome him and Des back to our school today to where Paddy's educational journey first began. As part of our school's commitment to biodiversity, we have been working hard on several projects. Our first garden was established in memory of Father Murray, and we have placed a quote from his favourite poem, "Bhí an sunnas Rome hallas auas," on the stone seat and planted a rowan tree, which was his favourite tree. Last year we created a sensory garden and outdoor classroom. This garden is in memory of past pupil Michael Hines. The aim of our garden is to help improve health and well-being and also to provide a shared multisensory and biodiverse community garden space for all members of our school community to enjoy. The garden provides a natural outdoor educational setting for our pupils where workshops on biodiversity, planting and engagement with our environment can be promoted, which will allow our pupils and future generations to make informed decisions when it comes to sustainability. We have also created raised beds, an edible fruit garden and an orchard which is planted and added to each year by our 6th class graduates. This year we formed a team of avid gardeners to create a vegetable garden. We grow different kinds of herbs, lettuce, potatoes and carrots. We have had lots of fun and enjoyment creating our garden while learning lots also. By involving our pupils in all these projects through the planning, design and implementation stages, they have thoroughly enjoyed the process and it has instilled a sense of responsibility, leadership and teamwork within them. We hope they will inspire family, friends and community members to become more aware of our local biodiversity so that it can be enjoyed for generations to come.
Hello, I'm Paddy Madden and I'm here in Lakyle National School in Whitegate, County Clare with Des Murtagh, who's doing the filming, and Elaine McMahon over here with her junior infants and senior infants and her first and second classes on the 16th of June. Incidentally, I have very fond memories of this school because this is where I received my earliest formal education, and it's where I acquired an interest in the natural world from Mr. Hearn, who was the principal at the time. In late April, this class here, they sowed seeds of dwarf sunflowers indoors in old pots from a previous planting and also in well-washed milk cartons that had been cut into halves and holes pierced in the bases for drainage. A thin layer of grit then was added to each carton or to each half carton to further aid the drainage for them. So all containers then were filled with peat-free compost. The seeds were sown on their sides to prevent them from rotting, and then the containers, they were covered with clear plastic and they were placed on a sunny windowsill in the classroom. And when the seeds germinated, this plastic was removed. You see, the plastic, it kept the potting medium very moist and it warmed up the medium to aid germination. So it's now mid-June and definitely time to plant out these sunflowers. The little plants, they're about 15 centimetres tall at the moment, and the ones grown in the 1 litre half cartons, they were transplanted to 2 litre half cartons a few weeks ago because they were becoming root bound. All plants were hardened off for 2 weeks by leaving them outdoors during the day and then bringing them back in the evening. Elaine and her class here, they're going to plant these in an area here that gets full sunshine, and they have added plenty of compost to enrich the soil here in the bed behind us. They could also be planted in large pots of potting compost, but those pots would want to be at least 30 centimetres diameter. Now these will grow to about 60 centimetres in height, so they need canes and string to support them later. So Elaine will direct Hannah, Tara, Aaron, Kaya and Kira here in planting the sunflower plants about 15 or about 45 centimetres apart. And when they are planted, Avine over here, she will water them well. And then finally then Elaine will ask Brendan and Daisy here to place crushed baked eggshells around the plants to deter slugs and snails. They were briefly baked for about a minute to make them brittle, and it's an organic deterrent. We don't want to kill the slugs because they are part of the food chain. Hedgehogs eat them and frogs eat them, so we don't want to kill them, do we? We want to deter them, and the same with the snails. We don't want to kill them because the thrushes love snails, and if all the snails disappeared, so would the thrushes.
Okay children, let's get planting, so off we go. Can I have my first group over here, please, for planting? Thank you. Now I'm going to give you trowels first. So you can have one trowel each. This is in case the hole isn't big enough. You can do some digging for me, okay? So do you want to do that first, and then we'll get our plants? So see if you need to make it a little bit big. Do you need to dig a little bit, Jack? Just to have a look, yeah. Measure it for size. Well done. That's it, Aaron. Maybe a little bit more. Go a little bit deeper.
Are we using the circles or the milk cartons?
We'll use a mixture. We're going to use a mixture of the pots and the milk cartons. Good question. Yeah, that's a nice size, Aaron.
Will I get my plant?
You can. You can pick whichever one you'd like, and I'll just show the three of you then how to take it out safely, because we want to mind it, don't we? Yeah. And maybe take out the little stone there, Hannah. Okay, Jack, you ready? Oh, good digging. Okay, will you watch so to make sure? So we need to give it a nice squeeze, don't we? Give it a good squeeze. And we have to be so gentle. So with our hand, we're going to go nice and low, and we'll get close to our hole, and we're going to wiggle it out. Wiggle, 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 and into the hole, okay? Nice and gently. Well done, Hannah, that's excellent. Yeah, because we don't want it to break. That's it, Aaron. Give it another wiggle. Ah, excellent. And now we're going to press it down nice and firm. Well done.
I think I'm out with it, so I just...
You want them nice and straight. We don't want them wonky donkey, do we? Well done. Good job, yeah. Well done. That's brilliant. Super. Well done. That's brilliant. Okay, we do the next group for planting. Come on over. Super. All okay, Jack? Thank you. Would you put them on the table for me? You ready? Come on over. So we're going to be planting these ones, and the same again. Have a little look at the holes and see, are they big enough? And if you need to dig a little bit, by all means, okay? And I'll show you then.
Will we go and get some sunflowers over?
Good idea, yeah. You pick out whichever one you'd like. You can pick some in the milk cartons or in the pots, whatever sunflowers you'd like. Do you want to go? You can use that one, yeah. Do you want to use this one, Kira, or would you like to grab another one?
Can I use that?
Of course you can. No problem. So have a look and see, are the holes big enough? Do you need to dig a little bit? Yeah. So go a little bit deeper maybe. Now, Tara, there you go. We're going to give these a little squeeze. So to make it easier for them to come out of the cartons and out of the pots. And then we're going to come nice and close to the hole that you dug. And with our hand, we're going to gently give them a little wiggle to come out and into the hole. So we have to mind the stem, don't we? That's perfect, Kaya. Look here, I'll give that to you. It's fragile. We don't want it to get broken. Well done.
Will we get some there?
Yeah, we need some more clay, don't we? So you can use your little trowels or you can use your hands. Don't be afraid to get dirty. Yep. Good job. Done. Yep. And press them nice and firmly in. Okay, girls, looking good. Are you happy with those? Yeah, brilliant. Well done. Next up, big job now, Aveen. They're very, very thirsty. Will you give them a really nice watering? All right. Good girl. They'd be thirsty. Well done. So all around. Super. We want them to grow nice and tall. And now we've these three need a really good watering as well. Now, our last job. Can I have Brendan and Daisy? Yeah, great stuff. So we're going to get our baked, crushed eggshells and we're going to sprinkle them all around our sunflowers to try and deter the slugs and the snails from eating them. Okay? So we have loads of eggshells, so we can sprinkle loads and loads around them. And if we run out, we have our big pot over here, okay? Loads and loads. Yeah, you can do even more. Yeah, we'll do more again, Daisy. We can do loads and loads. You like that? Well done. Yeah. So we can do loads and loads, okay? So we want to keep away the slugs and the snails from our sunflowers. And so the eggshells were put into the oven for a minute just to make them nice and brittle. Yes, you're covering up all around the sunflower just to make it harder for the slugs and snails. Because remember when you were crushing them up this morning, what did you say? You said they were starting to kind of cut your hand, that they were very sharp. Yeah. So that's why we put them in the oven, to make them like that. They were kind of sharp, yeah. So that's why the slugs and snails wouldn't like them, because they're sharp.
They're very soft.
They were very soft, but we made them a little sharp, didn't we, by putting them in the oven? Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, look at that.
I think they're awfully full of spikes because they're very hard.
Yeah. Well done, Daisy. Thanks a million. Well done. Will I mind that for you? Thank you. Okay, all set, Brendan?
Done.
Great. Thanks a million.
Now
No,
do I
I'll mind it
dump
for you.
in there?
I'll mind it for you. Thanks a million. Okay, will we go back down to our class? So
That's some for next year.
for next year's project, absolutely. Well done, everyone.
So the children now have gone off to wash their hands. And when the plants get taller, 1 metre canes will be inserted beside each plant to keep them from falling over. These will be loosely tied to the plants with a string. And then the plants will be fed weekly with liquid seaweed manure during the summer holidays by Elaine, because they are hungry feeders. So in the autumn, when the sunflower heads they start to turn brown, they can be cut off and dried, and the rest of the plants then can be cut up and chopped up and composted. And when the seeds are dried, they can easily be removed from the heads, and they can be stored in a dry place to be used later for feeding the birds during the winter. Some could also be placed in a sealed envelope and labelled and dated and put in an airtight jar and kept in a cool, dry, dark place for sowing next year. So thank you, Elaine, and your class here for showing us how to plant sunflowers here in Lakyle National School in Whitegate. Whitegate, one of my favourite places on the planet Earth.
Thank you to Paddy and Des for coming to visit us.
Okay.